Hello and welcome to this episode of Man vs. Hot Sauce versus video game. My constant companion. Okay, fine. Yes. Welcome. So, if you don't know, this is where I pit a certain video game up against the current hot sauce or condiment that I'm consuming. The idea being that I'm going to play 3 levels, 3 fights, 3 matches, 3 rounds of a particular video game, and each one I lose, I'll have to have a teaspoon of the condiment in question. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Just as a point, actually, before I delve any further, one of these last videos, I've talked about my extensive football game collection, which consisted of Actua Soccer and FIFA 09, I think. I know, amazing. I do have an added game, which I've since gathered. You see there. Oh yes, Vroom. This is the official Manchester United club football game on the PS2 for the 2003-2004 season. This is a game. Excellent. Okay. So today's video game of choice is Grand Theft Auto Vice City from 2003. This is, of course, for PlayStation 2. This is, of course, the Platinum Edition. Only the best games qualify for Platinum. Amazing game. Gets talked about a lot, and perhaps even more so in the light of the hideous remake that we had recently. This is not the one that I tend to think of. I tend to think of San Andreas because that came out in 2004. Again, huge game, really extensive. But for me, the thing that won me over about that game was the fact that it featured none other than W. Axl Rose, who, to be fair, was holding up the CD. Yes, this young man turned 60 this year. He provided some voiceover work as one of the DJs, and this was amazing. This was a big deal in 2004 because at that point Guns N' Roses only made their kind of comeback at the 2002 VMAs, and then started to tour Buckethead, the really early days of their reunion. I went to see them in 2002, I think, and this is only a couple of years after that. Really didn't do interviews and didn't do a lot. So to hear him voicing a character in a video game blew my tiny mind. So very, very exciting stuff. That's why I was a real big fan of San Andreas. And actually the one that I played the most was the original Grand Theft Auto in 2001, Grand Theft Auto 3. That was one of the few games I actually finished. Big fan of these games. Now, of course, this is an open sandbox adventure. It does have missions in it, but they can be quite long. So it's probably not feasible for me to play 3 missions and see if I fail, because I will. So what I'm going to do instead with this is how I usually play the game. I'm going to... I've got all the weapons, so I'm just going to try and wander around and kill everyone I see without getting killed or arrested for a minute. 3 times a minute each. If I get arrested or die, it's a teaspoon of today's sauce. Speaking of which, better. Boom! This is Chilli Klaus's, or Chilli Klaus, hot mustard, classic Scotch Bonnet flavour with a wind force of 8, which I assume is to do with farts. I'm not entirely sure. His website doesn't make it clear, but that's what I assume. This is a delight. So, as I mentioned in my previous video, I went to Norway this year, a couple months ago, and during one of the visits, I think it was Stavanger, I'm not sure, Paul, we went into a shopping area, and there was a lovely little shop which had a whole range of stuff from Chilli Klaus. Chilli Klaus is a guy that I know nothing real, or knew nothing really about, but I had seen him on First We Feast. But his name is Klaus Pilgaard, and he's Danish, and he has lots of sauces that he makes himself, and he looks like Santa and me. I found this in a shop, very excited to try it, and it is amazing, absolutely amazing. I like anything that has a kind of mustard base, particularly when you're going through a load of supermarket sauces and they all taste much of a muchness. Then you get a mustard based one and you're like, hooray! So this actually, to have a Scotch Bonnet mustard is exciting. Made in a city called Aarhus, awful pronunciation coming up, I'm sure, which is the second largest city in Denmark, just on the bank of the River Jutland. And there's been a whole host of people from all across various spectrums. There was a man named Gabriel Axel, who was a film director of the Oscar-winning film Babette's Feast in 1987. We also had Geet Hauser, I've misremembered that, who was the German Eurovision entrant in 1973. And sticking with that theme, we also had Bertha Kajir, who came third in the 1989 Eurovision Song Contest. Just a whole load of that's just my pick of the people from Aarhus. Apologies. Anyway, there we are. So we're going to get into it. We're going to play a bit of Grand Theft Auto with some hot Scotch Bonnet chili mustard on the line. Okay, so here we are, loading up. So I said I've got all the weapons at this point anyway. Ocean Beach, wonderful, we'll head straight out. So as we said, we're looking at 3 1-minute rounds. If I can survive not being killed or arrested, then no hot sauce for me. Okay. Beginning now, let's go. Right, we're still in car, we're away, probably unwise because there were police right behind me. We're off. Okay, we're doing well, we're doing well. Beautiful. I think we're alright. Ooh. Okay. Oh, bad idea. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Oh. Okay, fine. I'm going to love the graphics. I'm going to load. I'm going to load my game again. My game from 2007. Have I not actually completed the missions for 15 years? Yes. Okay. One fail. Perhaps stealing cars is not the way to go. Let's try not stealing a car and turning it over. We're going to start with who's the first person? Oh, that's not a cop, is it? Ah. Bloody knuckle dusters to the cop, the armed cop. Come on, that's it. Right. Yeah. Come on, don't let me arrest you. Right, run. Oh, he's not even dead. Right, chainsaw to this man. Okay, good. No. What is that going to do? Yeah, no, run. Okay, good. Well, what we do? Come on. If I could remember the controls. No, this guy behind you. Oh, for the love of. Alright, onto the shotgun. Yes. Right, that'll serve you right. I didn't even look at the time. Okay. The loosest minute in history. good. Oh, backwards, inverse. All of you. Yes. Right, on with the sniper rifle. Oh, bugger. Oh. Pull me. 2 for 2. We've had a mixture now. Rest and die. Right. We'll start one more from that 15-year-old save. Okay, here we go. Oh, right, feeling good. We're going to go the other way on the weapons. Right, here we go. Right, we're going to make a note. Okay, right, let's begin. Yes, we're going to go the other way. We're going straight into sniper. Oh, it's that bloody cop again. Come on. Beautifully done. Right. Oh no, don't worry. Good. Come on. Oh, not going the wrong way. Uzi to the back. Classy. Bugger, let's go down here. I've got my health. We're doing alright. Caught them. Oh, keep going the wrong way. Okay, police, nowhere to be found. Good. Yeah, nice. We're on a roll. We're going to throw. No, we're not. We're going to jump. Oh, there's a cop. Run. I've got my chainsaw now. Chainsaw Charlie is here. Come on. Is that even dead? What is this cop made of? Right, good. We're good. Come on. A minute has passed. I am the map legend. Okay. That is 2 teaspoons. One arrest, 1 kill. 1 survive, but it still means 2. 2 spoonfuls. Okay. 2 spoonfuls of Chilli Klaus's hot mustard classic Scotch bonnet with a wind force of 8. Now, when I first had this, I had it tiniest bit and it really burned, but I have got used to it. So, and it also comes out at quite a speed. I have to. I didn't bring any water down with me because I'm a fool. There it is. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's right there. Oh. Yep. Oh, my breath is hot. My breath is doing nothing, making it worse. All right, Klaus. Claws. Oh, there's the hiccups. Oh. 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 What now? It's okay until you breathe. Oh. Whew. Okay. That's all right. Oh. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Oh, we can cheers. Definitely got the heat. That heat is just sitting there, clawing, but it's not. Oh, ooh, that's not actually too bad. I'm glad it was only 2. Okay, there we are. That wasn't entirely horrific. Okay, cool. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.